for school board elected official, and she's really taken a heavy hit this last year and a half. She has requests for answers, requests for transparency, and her demand for fiscal responsibility has really all but gotten her persecuted. So if you could join me in giving her a hand for being one of our... Contrary to what is being said by others, it is possible to support the schools and at the same time oppose our tax base climbing over 71 cents. I absolutely support our schools. We have some excellent teachers and my own children have benefited from this. However, I do not support an increase in our tax because I also support the people of Powhatan, and frankly, too many of them have already been hurt by our economy. I have a friend who's a nurse and who has recently taken a 10% reduction in pay. And her spouse, who is in construction, has also suffered a reduction in take-home salary. I know families where both persons have lost their jobs, and I know you know some people too, just like that. And I know seniors who are on a fixed income who have had their homes foreclosed. Citizens across our nation are struggling to make ends meet. That's no secret. Our school board recently proposed a 3%, 2%, and 1% reduction to staff salaries, and they themselves have volunteered a salary reduction. I applaud them for these tough decisions during tough times. I did ask our Board of Supervisors, who make 3 times the amount of our elected school board officials, if they were considering a salary reduction, and I'm still waiting an answer. Think I gotta get that answer? Our Board of Supervisors are not proposing a salary reduction for county employees. In fact, one has said that it would be morally reprehensible to ask county staff to take another hit. You see, they've already been asked to make cuts in their department budgets. A salary reduction is an unfortunate thing, that is true, and no one wants this to happen to anyone. But the fact is, it is a reality that most of us are facing throughout our nation. What about the citizens of Powhatan? Would it not be morally reprehensible to raise the tax base for our citizens, in addition to the salary reductions many have already taken in their non-government jobs? In addition to the proposed increased service fees for parents and citizens by both the school board and the county. Parent fees are being increased in some areas such as dual enrollment, and citizens here may not be aware, but some of your services are also being increased, such as being charged for ambulatory services. Many citizens are being hit 2 and 3 times. Are they less deserving than our school or county employees? Let me make this clear. Money does not equate to a better school system. Teachers' salaries do not equate to better teaching. Take a look at our only private school in this county, Blessed Sacrament. Some of my son's teachers, I do have kids both in the public and private setting based on their needs. Some of my son's teachers have been teaching for over 20 years, and they make significantly less than a 22-year-old first-year teacher walking into the public school doors. That's a reality. They teach not for the money, but because that is what they truly love to do. Remember those days? The bottom line is this. We need to leave the tax rate at 71 cents, and we need to expect the Board of Supervisors to hold that line, just like all the other surrounding counties who actually get it. We keep hearing that Powhatan has fared better than most counties during these tough economic times. Then we have to ask, if this is true, why are our Board of Supervisors suggesting raising the 71 cents to 77 cents? It's my money, it's your money. One thing we've learned over the past few years, it is critical that we vet every single elected official from the lowest office of PTO board members all the way up to those in the highest office. We need to make sure that they're fiscally conservative, that they respect our Constitution, that they are pro-God, pro-family, and pro-life. And thank you. Yeah. like Delegate Lee Ware and Attorney General Ken Cuccinelli, who are here today and are great examples of what we need more of. The face of America is changing, and it's our civic duty to get involved. If you're here today, you are involved. And I thank you, and may God continue to bless you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, ladies. All right, it's that time again. If you're a Powhatan resident and you don't want your taxes to go up, and believe me, this is the only way you're going to be able to get in touch with Scott Daniels via phone, because he doesn't have a website and he doesn't have email. He told me I need to mail him a letter. I said, yeah, I don't think so. So anyway, his phone number is 598-3864. Oh, excuse me, scratch that. That was Bob's. His number is 598-6596, 598-6596, 6596. I'll get it up eventually. If you're interested in following the Powhatan Taxpayers Alliance, we have a website, PowhatanTaxpayersAlliance.org, PowhatanTaxpayersAlliance.org. We have a Facebook page. We do all kinds of stuff. So if you want to know what's going on with the Taxpayers Alliance, go to those two venues and you'll be able to stay in touch. The next speaker represents the 65th District, which is Powhatan and portions of Chesterfield County. He's been a member of the Board of Supervisors. He's been a state delegate for a while now. And I was at a meeting with him recently, and he said this is the first year that they've actually voted for a reduced budget at the state level. And it's because of gentlemen like him and the other conservatives at the state that they were able to do this. They could have raised taxes. If Creed Eads was the governor, he could have raised taxes.